Tron is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Disney. It can be found as a non-exclusive steelbook available at your online retailers. The original Tron was one of my childhood movies that was on a pretty steady rotation in the house. The special effects and the imagery crafted in this world were unlike anything I had seen, and it certainly sparked my imagination. It was also my first introduction to Jeff Bridges, who I've since become a huge fan. Tron has a special place in my heart and mind. It's a film that I still watch with excitement decades later. Tron on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has an aspect ratio of 220:1 with native 4K resolution, and it supports both HDR10 and Dolby Vision. For a complete list of the equipment for my review, please check the video description. Not to bury the lead, but I was simply stunned when my 4K copy of Tron was playing, and it quite frankly has never looked this good. For starters, the film underwent a restoration that meticulously removed scratches, blemish, and imperfections from the source. Reportedly, restorative enhancements were also performed on the film's wide array of special effects, which better matched the 4K resolution of the live elements. Film grain is finely layered and retains its cinematic appearance. I will say, however, that I got a whiff of some possible DNR applied, which is most notable in the opening minutes of the film in the real world. Close-ups of Flynn, Alan, and Laurie do appear somewhat overly smoothed out. Once inside the computer world, it comes and goes, but it's still present. Textures, though, do show some solid gains regardless. For me, though, the application of HDR and Dolby Vision is a total game changer. Colors simply burst off the screen as the entire spectrum is well represented. The computer world with its wide variety of blues, reds, yellows, and greens is pure eye candy. The real-world segments, of course, are dialed back visually in comparison, but the palette nonetheless still manages to impress. Black levels are properly deep and look good for the duration. Shadow detail shows no signs of crush. Tron on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a Dolby Atmos audio mix, which folds down to a Dolby True HD 7.1. There are also international options available. I was very surprised, pleasantly so, that a new Dolby Atmos mix was created for this release. The audio source was clean to my ears, and from the almost get-go, the surround activity was considerably more active than what was present on the old 5.1. As for height activity, there are some very entertaining moments that pipe through, from the overhead vocals of the MCP when Flynn is in his first ball match, and of course the skyships and hovercraft that populate the world. General surround activity consistently pops through the mid-level and rears. I noticed right away in Flynn's arcade the crowd chatter seemed heavier and more pronounced. Throwing around the identity discs also ricochet around the room freely, as do other noteworthy audio cues. Dialogue is clean and clear through the center, and I had no issues to report. The low end is fairly subtle, but it does offer a modest rumble when in-film moments call for it. I appreciate the restraint, and it accentuates rather than dominates the sound design. On the included Blu-ray disc, which, if I'm not mistaken, is basically the same Blu-ray from the previous release, the bonus materials ported over for that particular edition, which in turn also ported over some DVD extras. Unfortunately, there was nothing new added here, which is somewhat disappointing, as I would have loved to have seen the cast and crew revisit the original film, given that the new sequel is soon coming to theaters. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Tron on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray an A. I am beyond happy with how this movie looks on 4K, and I really appreciate the work and restorative efforts that were given to this film. The source looks very clean, and the addition of Dolby Vision brings a fierce vibrancy to the visual aesthetic. This one gets a high recommendation for those considering an upgrade. For the audio, I scored it an A as well. I am also very pleased with the new Dolby Atmos mix, and it gives the film a much-needed audio upgrade, but stays true to the film's original intent. This is a solid experience in the home theater, and one I think most fans will enjoy. For the extras, I graded them a B. This honestly is the only real disappointment for me on this otherwise solid 4K release. I think some new bonus materials would have been welcomed by a lot of the fans, but as is, there isn't too much to get excited about if you already own the previous physical releases. While new buyers will benefit from what's here, there isn't much for old fans to embrace. So that is my review of Tron on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray from Disney. If you're interested in picking up a copy for yourself, I will leave a link, but right now it appears to be sold out in a lot of places, so if you're watching this sometime in the future, you may have better luck, but I will leave one nonetheless. And now I want to hear from you. Do you have the disc already? Let us know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guide 365. I will see you at the movies.